Welcome back to the It's Really Not That Deep podcast.
It's never that deep.
Hey guys, welcome back to It's Really Not That Deep podcast.
It's never that deep.
That's like our slogan now.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Anyways, the episode of today. Do you want to introduce the episode?
No.
Okay. Today's episode is about whether you would date yourself or not, and the idea of the chase and why we do it and why it's not right or right. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, basically we're going to reveal why we're toxic. Everyone's a little toxic.
We're not toxic. Like the ways we're toxic and the ways we're not toxic.
I have an idea, okay? So before the episode starts, we should now rate ourselves how toxic we think we are from 1 to 10, and then after we'll go back. Yeah.
Okay, 10 being the worst, 1 being the... Can we have like a example? Okay.
Yeah, no, like a... What is that word?
Like a benchmark.
No.
Oh, like not a prodigy. No, that's not
the
what
prototype!
Yes, Haley!
That's good. Prototype. I think I'm starting to like really lower my toxicity. I don't think I'm that toxic because I'm very straight up, but I think everyone's a little toxic. Maybe like a 6. Should we rate each other's too?
Yeah, I was just about to rate you.
Yeah.
I was gonna rate you a 5. I don't think you're like... I think you're a very mild level that's like quite normal.
Oh my god, this is the best thing I've heard today. Okay, now your turn.
I'm surprised that you're so surprised.
I know. I don't know. I feel like I sometimes, I don't know, come off as crazy.
I think I would rate myself a 5 as well.
You know what? I think in the past, I would have given you a 5, maybe a 6 even.
Yeah.
But like right now you're at like a 4 even.
Right now, the past like 2 months, I'm at like a 2.5.
Yeah, like you're really not been, like it's too not toxic, it's crazy.
I know. Training the brain, guys.
Slay. It's impressive.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've changed a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what change will do.
So, I guess we'll check in at the end.
I guess so.
So, Haley came up with the idea for today's episode. And at first, I was like, what? But like, we're not toxic. Like, perfect. And then after I thought about it for like 3.5 seconds, I was like, oh, this is going to be a good episode.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little silly.
Because it's like really calling ourselves and each other out.
Yeah.
Which we love.
We're good at, clearly.
So.
Thanks. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about if we would love or if we would hate to go on a date with ourselves.
I've been watching Summer House, as you obviously know, and there's just so many characters and they all date each other.
Yeah.
So today I had this thought, like, who in this house would I date? Like, girls or boys, like, who's dateable? Because they're all so crazy.
Oh, in the Summer House.
But
I'm like, in this house?
Oh, no.
I'm like, what? Yeah.
But, like, Paige?
So dateable.
So dateable.
And we're also going to be talking about why we chase people that maybe aren't that into us, and a little bit about the psychology behind it, plus like a little fun story times.
I think we should start this episode off by talking about our green flags and our red flags.
Oh, baby.
So,
do you have any in mind?
I have some green flags for myself and for you in mind because I like usually think about positive things, but we'll get into the reds as well.
I'm not so good at the green flags.
Perfect. We balance each other out.
Yes.
I guess let's start with the green flags,
Okay.
right?
What if we do like a little sandwich?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, genius.
Sandwich.
Okay. So I think a green flag of mine is that I'm not crazy. Like, I'm calm, and I'm not, like, gonna be like, oh my god, he didn't text me back, like, oh my, you know?
You're secure.
Thanks.
Yeah. Because if you're insecure in a relationship, then you're gonna go crazy.
But I, like, definitely have insecurities, but I think, yeah, for the most part.
But, like, I think, which is a really good sign of your last relationship, that, like, you felt secure in it, that you never... Like, having doubts in a relationship is what tears a relationship apart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. one of your green flags and like something that someone would immediately love about you is your sense of humor.
Oh, thanks.
And like your banter and your ability to connect with someone.
That was like 12 green flags.
Well, we're starting. Oh, I should have sandwiched.
That's okay. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I guess, should I go with green flags first?
Yeah, don't hit me with the red flags immediately. The fuck? Sandwich me too.
I think a green flag of mine is that, so I am a little crazy, but not in the crazy you're describing. I think like my silly goofy side, I think I am pretty funny. I guess I'll get into this more later, but I think I agree with you in the sense that I'm very like calm. Like I don't really care. Not that I don't care. I'm not like crazy.
Not obsessive.
Yeah, I'm not obsessive. That's a good word. And a green flag for you is that when you love someone, like once you're in it, like they are your like number one. Like you're very loyal. And like you'll have whoever is on your team's back for ever.
Yeah. Is that a red flag, Loki?
Why?
What are our red flags?
I don't know if it's a red flag or just like a statement, but I couldn't do long distance. Like I just wouldn't. I did.
You did, and
I
you
did.
would, and you always say you wouldn't.
I know,
when
and
you
I
were
would.
doing it, I said I wouldn't. But then you're placed with the
And you do.
situation,
And you
like,
do.
yeah, it's that or break up.
And you do.
So you do long distance, and it's painful.
It's just ass.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. And like we used to say, we're doing a relationship on hard mode.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's brutal.
Ridiculous.
Okay, now that we've aired that out.
So I guess I'll think of a different red flag for me. As much as I'm confrontational, I think in a relationship, I have a hard time expressing my emotions. I have a hard time being like vulnerable, I think, in relationships. And your red flag?
I think mine, like when you said that and I was like, oh, is that a red flag? I think sometimes I like lean too far into it. And that turns into like not such a great thing.
You lean too far into a relationship.
Like the right relationship, I think it's a great thing, but I think in the past I've leaned too much into the wrong ones.
Yeah, 100%.
And like, yeah, like it's a good thing until it's not.
Yeah.
Because like we were talking about, your biggest strength is also your biggest weakness.
I was just about
like
to
that.
say that. Of course. We're literally the same.
Yeah.
Well, I think the way I was trying to say it was not, but I think the way that you're saying it, I think two things could be true at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. The next question is,
If you were dating you, would you be obsessed with yourself? Would you ghost yourself? Or would you text yourself back? I think I would be obsessed with myself.
I think it could go both ways.
Okay.
Like, I get if I'm not everyone's cup of tea. No, what am I saying? I'm obsessed with myself.
Duh.
Yeah. But, like, the wrong person, I could see fucking hating me.
Oh, of course. Like, not everyone's gonna like you. But if you were dating you...
Yeah, you're right.
But if, like, okay, if you were to date you presently...
Yeah, I think I would be obsessed with myself.
Yeah.
So I keep asking Joelle to set me up with someone because I am single, ready to mingle. And if you were to text someone that you like thought, what would you say to them about me?
I would say that you're so much fun. I would say that you have such a good head on your shoulders and you would make such a good girlfriend. Well, I guess, yeah, because we're setting you up to date, not hook up.
No, I could do that on my own.
Yeah. And that you come from a great family and you have amazing relationships. Like,
Oh my
your
God,
friends
you're
adore
really
you. Oh,
popping
off.
off.
Because they need to understand the magnitude of how great you are.
Yeah, I think maybe I would just not be as good at this.
Should I be in sales?
Honestly, you could be. Because you sold me to myself.
Well, that doesn't take much. But,
alrighty.
My turn.
Yeah, that was great.
I was gonna go on, but
You know what? I'm already too
I'm
gassed
sure
up.
we'll have other
Yeah,
opportunities.
I'm already like up to here, and like I'm already usually a little high.
So where's your toxicity level now? 0.5?
We'll get there. That's a question for later on. Anywho, I think you have to know me to know that this is like so truthful, because I don't usually lie. Like if I was trying to pitch you, I would just say she's literally the best person ever. Like that's literally what I'd say. I'd be like, you'd be obsessed with her, I'm obsessed with her. But like I feel like I don't set people up unless like I feel like people know I'm not joking around.
Yeah, people know that you're brutally honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not so good at that.
I'm good with my words.
You are.
Yeah. I've learned through relationships that not everyone is good with their words.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean
They don't express.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never dated someone just like me.
No.
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I can't imagine dating. I think that would be a nightmare.
I'm curious.
About dating yourself?
Yeah. I think in a lot of ways I'd be down.
Not date yourself, but can you like see the relationship between two yous working?
I think I need someone like just very chill in like the anxiety sense. Because like I'm not super anxious, and I've definitely gotten better with it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
sometimes you just need someone to say like it's not that deep.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's good to have in a partner.
Yeah.
And I don't want someone making it worse.
Oh no.
So that's really
It's
important.
not the right person
Yeah.
for you.
But I think on a lot of other things, like, I guess it's not good to have someone exactly like you, because you need someone to balance you out.
Yeah. I don't think I could date someone like me. I think it'd be a disaster. We would never show up anywhere. We would be tick central. It would be awful. But one of me is awesome. To take two of me, that's
You just
where
need
you're...
your perfect match.
Yeah. Just you. You're my perfect match.
Me and Haley were texting and having a conversation on text and Snapchat at the same time today.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, we're literally dating.
We literally are, Joelle.
So have you ever like chased anyone?
Like running after them? I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
That was such a dad joke.
I know. My dad would love that one.
So sometimes I feel like people chase people and you're looking at the situation, you're like, what the literal hell are they doing? This man is trash.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wonder if a lot of the chase is about the chase or the actual person. And I feel like a lot of times it's just about the chase.
Oh, 100%.
But why do people do that?
Yeah, why?
I don't know why.
Should we deep dive?
Is it an attachment style thing? Is it a validation thing? Like what?
I think what it is for me and like maybe most people is that the chase spikes your dopamine so much, and you're receiving these small like inks of dopamine hits. So you keep chasing that, and especially if the guy sucks, which, like, if you're chasing someone, usually they suck, or they're just not the person for you, then those, like, crashes when they don't give you what you want and you rising back up, it's addicting.
That was such a good way of explaining
Yeah.
it. That was so good. And people get, so addicted to that
Mm-hmm.
idea of the person, and then you can't stop thinking about them, and you're making up this version of them in your head that doesn't actually exist, because you have nothing to go off of, because you don't actually know this person and they don't want to be with you.
Yeah, and sometimes it's worse when, like, I feel like usually sometimes you do know the person.
True.
And then that, like,
We're really delusional out here as a society.
Maybe it's our red flag.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we really do that.
What?
You and I?
Chase?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is, I guess, like my toxic side. I don't think I could ever chase like a relationship. I think I have, honestly, like desperate times, desperate measures.
But like now.
But I guess I don't so much anymore. I don't know. I feel like I used to chase that like dopamine hit, especially with my ADHD. Like I thrive on it.
Fair enough. We're also dopamine oriented.
Yeah,
TikTok
completely.
And everything, and it's
those short little bursts.
So brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I just like think I have too much rejection anxiety to even do that. Like if you're not like giving me more attention than I'm giving you, like I'm really not interested.
Yeah, but I feel like people sometimes would think the opposite of that.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the pettiest reason you've stopped liking someone when they were into you? Like, what's, like, an ick you got that's, like, really silly?
I feel like I've heard so many bad icks on TikTok. But me personally, I'm not sure. I've probably done a lot of petty things over the times.
I have one, but I don't think it's that petty. Just when, like, I've had an experience where, like, boys were too much. And, like, I don't like unavailable people, but, like, texting too much.
No, obsessed.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that either.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, that's what it is. No, you're right.
I don't think that's petty. I think that's pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then no. What that one?
Do you think that when we play hard to get, it's, like, normal and good, or do you think it's a little toxic?
It's a fine line.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would play hard to get, but not to, like, a ridiculous extent. More so to just, like, prove yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm not going to give in to, like, the slightest amount of attention.
Yeah.
So you got to work a little hard, but also not, like, leading you on. If you keep doing these things for me and I'm just, like
yeah. See, like, I talk about so much confidence, but I don't think I learned that until very recently.
What?
Or not that I didn't learn that, but I didn't do that. Like, I would just, like, grab at, like, the smallest attention because I needed validation.
Which makes sense. Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit more secure, have a little bit more respect.
That prefrontal lobe is doing its thing.
I guess so. That's crazy. So we're going to play a little game, and it's called Would You Date Yourself If? And Joelle is going to go ahead and read us some questions, and we're going to decide maybe our toxicity level will change with the end of the game. We'll see.
Would you date yourself if you had to hear your own intrusive thoughts out loud?
No, because I think I have a lot of rude, intrusive thoughts, and I couldn't date me if, like, my boyfriend was saying my intrusive thoughts out loud.
Yeah, so that was my first thought. And then I thought maybe yes. Because sometimes I'm just, like, not as honest as I probably should be.
Yeah.
And so my intrusive thoughts aren't that bad usually.
Mm-hmm.
They're just very honest. And maybe I could benefit from some of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm being dramatic or not.
I don't know if you're being dramatic either. I couldn't handle it personally.
If my internal intrusive thoughts are allowed?
Like, not with me, but, like, because you get so annoyed with your boyfriend. Anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't handle that. I'm too sensitive.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just want to smack them.
No, like, the chewing's too loud, you're done.
Yeah.
Would you date yourself if you could never pick where to eat ever? Absolutely. I hate picking where to eat.
Yeah. Wait.
If you could never pick where you eat.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I hate picking.
Yeah. You'd be doing me a favor.
Yeah, honestly.
I'll tell you no.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And you can come up with something else. Mm-hmm. Would you date yourself if you had to witness your own post-breakup stalking skills in action? That's a really good question.
That's a crazy question. I don't know. It depends the breakup. Depends how that went down. But still, probably not. It could get petty.
Yeah.
Like, you could do some crazy shit.
You definitely can. At this stage, though...
I don't know if it's petty or if it's just, like, you could get crazy. Like, think about your other 2 breakups.
Yeah.
Well...
I was pretty good.
Yeah, you were kind of over it.
I just had major opposites.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, God.
Would you date yourself if you randomly disappeared for 3 business days just because life got overwhelming? No, you're done. You're literally so done.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
No text, nothing.
No.
Just completely.
You're so done.
3 business days is like, that's crazy.
I would block you. I would actually block you.
And it's awful because, like, I would end up calling, like, your best friend. I would call your mom. I would do all these things because I'd be like, is this person alive? Do you find out that they're just ignoring you think?
Well, they're overwhelmed. Like,
yeah, no, if you're that overwhelmed, you shouldn't be dating me.
True facts.
Yeah.
Or like send me a text to let me know.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
very easy. I'm very chill.
you're done.
No, you're dumb, yeah.
Don't do that. Okay. Would you date yourself if you had to deal with your own reaction when you're hangry? No, not Haley. Haley is the worst hanger I've ever seen.
I know.
You don't want to be around Haley when she's hungry. It's like 1 second she's fine, then I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out if I don't eat something right now. And it's your problem.
Completely, it's always my fault. Yeah.
It's so funny. I get hangry too, but like we're not
like
gonna
that.
talk about me. I'm just
Sometimes, like, you'll go mute if you're, like, hangry.
Yeah, because I'm trying so hard to keep it together.
No, I just don't keep it together.
I'm literally trying so hard not to snap.
I know. I know.
Would you date yourself if your idea of conflict resolution was taking a nap and hoping it fixes itself?
That boy would be murdered.
My thoughts exactly.
I just, like, can't be vulnerable. Communication.
You would have no peace.
No peace. If they took a nap and pretended like everything was fine.
No.
I feel like, I was just gonna say, me too.
No,
and I could picture it exactly, and I was just more of a bitch to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I got so sad.
oh, I got so mad.
Would you date yourself if you had to witness how many times you replay a conversation in your head before responding?
Do you think anyone can handle that? I personally couldn't handle it because I already get annoyed with people. Like, if I know a story, you can't tell me, and I repeat everything. But that would just be too much talking for me.
Yeah. I can be very, like...
Patient? Yeah.
But...
maybe that's my red flag.
I have a lot of conversations in my head first, so, like, I wouldn't want to deal with me.
Yeah.
Would you date yourself if you had to tolerate your own ability to sleep through 17 alarms?
No.
No. Guys?
You're talking about me, right? Yeah, okay.
I had to turn off so many of Haley's alarms at school. I'd be, like, sitting at my desk. Like, mind you, our rooms are on opposite sides of the apartment. These alarms were so loud, and they would go off every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And, no! Some mornings, I actually had to turn it off, like, 4 times. I'm like, Haley! She's like, yeah.
I just don't wake up. I don't remember a single time. I know you did it. But even now I do that. I have an alarm. Let's just talk about my morning routine. I start work at 8:30, okay? I have an alarm set for 8:10, 8:15, 8:17, 8:20, 8:23, 8:25, 8:27, 8:30, up until 10 o'clock. Just in case. Because have I ever slept through my alarm? More than once.
That's smart.
And I sleep with my phone next to my bed.
Yeah. Oh, it's right under you. It's right under you.
It's crazy.
I guess I would, because, like, obviously I didn't get that annoyed with that. So I would date you for that.
Yeah,
reason.
but you wouldn't do that, period.
No.
So you don't have to answer.
Well, I did. Okay, this one says, would you date yourself if you had to experience how much you text OMG I'm dying when you're clearly very much alive? I'm gonna change this. Would you date yourself if you know how I always get annoyed with you that you text me like Joelle or hi and then just like fall off the face of the earth? No. That pisses me off. And every time I'm like, Haley, how many times have I told you you're not allowed to do this? I don't ask for much.
But truthfully, is it ever that deep?
No, but yeah, I tell you what
The worst
goes
thing
through my head.
The worst thing is like when you do that to me, I understand I have a mini panic attack too.
I don't
and I
do
think,
that to you.
No, but like once in a while, like you'll say something and then like I don't answer, so you don't finish the story. Or no, this is honestly what usually happens because you don't do that to me.
No.
I'll see like OMG on my thing, and then I have to like open my phone to see something else. And
Okay, that's a split second.
I know.
Haley. I'm waiting like 24 minutes.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's criminal.
I'm saying I could barely handle that. So
if you didn't have so many redeeming qualities, I'd cut you off.
See, that's the thing. That's a great point. Because sometimes I think I am crazy. Or not crazy, but...
That was a total joke.
No, it's okay. I don't think it was. I have a lot of red flags. I admit it. They're a little superficial things. Like, these are a lot of superficial red flags. But I do have a lot of redeeming qualities. Clearly, everyone likes me.
Yeah. I don't think either of us do this, but it's a funny one. Would you date yourself if you had to listen to yourself give life-changing advice that you absolutely never follow?
No,
that would really be annoying.
Yeah. I'd lose my shit at one point. All right, so that was a great game, I thought.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
So going back to the beginning.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
Yeah. How would you rate your toxicity level now?
What did I give it? I give myself a 3. What would you... And I give you a 5.
I think I'd do the same.
3 and 5?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that.
Back in the day, I would change that. But right now, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. We love you guys so much, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.